and welcome once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I hope all of you are in good health and your preparation for CAT 2023 is going in the right direction and it is going at a right pace. Now, controlling your mind, controlling your emotions is very important at this point in time. Now, I can understand all these things because I was at your end like 15 years back. I was also preparing for my CAT examination 15 years back. And be it CAT examination, be it any other examination, we'll have to hold our nerves in the days before the actual examination. Now, for this examination, probably like most of you must be preparing for the longest amount of time for any examination that you would have prepared for in your life, right? Also, I can say that why we are preparing it for the maximum amount of time because of the importance of this examination in our life. So most of you might not be doing any kind of higher studies after your MBA. So that means that MBA will be your highest qualification for your life. For some of you, who might be doing PhD or some higher courses, I'm not including them, but for majority of us, MBA will be the highest. I can say that highest level of education that we'll be pursuing in our life. So that becomes MBA. That makes MBA the most important thing in our life that we need to prioritize. Okay. So friends, on this note, we'll continue the series of sessions that we have started for all of you, especially for CAT 2023 aspirants. Now, these sessions will be available in the recorded format on YouTube. So the students will be preparing for CAT 2024. They can also watch these lectures in the future. But right now, when I'm conducting this session in the live format, I am targeting the students who will be taking this examination in November 2023. So all of you, welcome once again. I'm Gourav Gupta and today we'll be continuing with 100 most expected questions of quant. This is part number 3. Now raising the level of difficulty a little bit as we are going near to CAT examination. Obviously these questions will help you in clarifying some of the concepts. More than that, they will help you in revising. They will help you in keeping yourself in touch with all these type of questions, all these topics that we are covering in these sessions. All right. So friends, let's continue this journey towards CAT examination and let's start solving some of the questions. Now, again, the format of this session will be similar to whatever we have been doing in the previous sessions. So I'll be showing these questions one by one. We'll be giving you somewhere around 1.5 minutes to solve these questions, after which we'll have a brief discussion on the solution of every question. Okay, so let's begin solving. Question number 1 will be there on your screen in a few moments. I just want all of you to be ready with your sheets of rough sheets and a pen. Okay, so quickly take out rough sheets and pen. And again, like always, I am giving you a small suggestion. If you are only a spectator in this session, then this is not going to help you in any format. Okay, until and unless you will not solve these questions, you will not gain anything. So, small piece of advice, try to solve everything. Try to solve every question. Give your more than 100% while you are attending these sessions. So, this is not a movie. This is not a Netflix show. This is not any kind of recording that you are watching on YouTube. These are some serious things that we are doing in this session. So, all of you, I know, those who are a part of this session, all of you are serious and you all will be taking 100% participation in this session. All right. So shall we start with this session? I just want to see a yes in the chat box. All of you are ready? Good afternoon, Akansha. Good afternoon, Ajay Bhai. Okay. So we shall begin. The first question will appear on your screen now. Wonderful. Now read this question very carefully. Try to observe the figure. A solid right circular cone of height 36 centimeter is cut into two pieces along a parallel to its base at a height of 24 centimeter from the base. If the difference in volume of the two pieces is 500 cubic centimeters, the volume in cubic centimeters of the original cube is how much? Yes, any answer for this question? Meanwhile, I'm drawing the figure. You can utilize this much amount of time to solve this one. Okay. So I've started getting the answer. Prajwal, Ajay, Gitansh, all of you are saying that the answer will be 540. Though it is not required to draw the figure for this, but I'll draw the figure so that you will be able to understand this question in a much better way. Okay. So this is the code, the original code that we are talking about. Now, the height is given as 36 and it is cut along a parallel to its base, which is at a height of 24 centimeters from the base. Now, this 36 and 24, the values, the actual values are not important, but the relation between these two is important. Okay. Now, let's assume that the vertical height of this cone is h, which is 36. So 24 in the form of h can be written as 2 by 3 of h. So 24 is 2/3 of 36, right? So basically what we are doing is we are applying a cut which is parallel to the base of this cone at a height which is 2 by 3 of the height of the actual cone. Okay, so this cone is cut with a cut which is parallel to the base, and the height of this cut, wherever this cut is applied, the height is 2 by 3, 2/3 of the complete height. Okay, so I can say that the cone that is left, the smaller cone that is left at the top, okay, the height of that smaller cone will be h upon 3. All right. So now you can see two different cones. One is the smaller cone and one is the bigger cone. Okay. The ratio of their heights is 1:3. Now the ratio plays very important role in such type of questions. Okay. So I can see there are two cones, one smaller cone. I will highlight it here. I'll shade it with green color. So this smaller cone and the original cone, the ratio of their heights or the ratio of their dimensions is equal to 1:3, right? Now, once you get this ratio, which is 1 is to 3, so this ratio will also be the ratio of the radius of their base. So whatever is the ratio of the length that is included in this cone, each of these ratios will be same. So if the ratio of the heights is 1 is to 3, the ratio of the radius will also be equal to 1 is to 3. The ratio of the slant height will also be equal to 1 is to 3, right? These are some points that you must note in your mind. Okay, so anything that is related to length, it will have the same ratio uh, for these two cones. Okay, so anything which is related to length. Now, anything which is related to area, the ratio will be the square of the ratio of the length. So length का ratio कितना था 1:3, इसको square कर दो. So areas का ratio क्या होगा, it will be 1:9. Now be it curved surface area, be it total surface area, every kind of area will be in the ratio of 1:9. But the question is about the volume. Okay, so if we talk about volume, the ratio will be cube of the ratio of the length. So 1:3 whole cube, so that will be 1:27. So the ratio of the volumes of the smaller cone and the bigger cone will be 1:27, right? Okay. Now we have three figures in this. So one is the bigger cone, original cone. One is the small cone. Okay. And the last figure is the bigger cone minus the smaller cone. The smaller cone removed from up there. So the remaining portion is a bucket kind of structure and we call it a frustum. Okay, we call it a frustum, right? Now, the ratio of smaller cone to the bigger cone is 1:27. So, if I assume the volume of smaller cone as x, the volume of bigger cone will be 27x, and hence the volume of the frustum will be 27x minus x, that is 26x. All right. Okay. Now, the question is telling us that if the difference in volume of these two pieces, that means these two pieces, smaller cone and the frustum. If the difference in the volume 26x minus x, that is 25x, is given as 500, then what will be the volume of the original cone? So if 25x is 500, they are asking us to find out the value of 27x. So from here you can calculate the value of x, which will be 20. X का value यहाँ पे substitute करो, 27 multiplied by 20, the answer will be 540, which is correctly given by three students, Prajwal, Ajay and Gitansh. Okay, now I have explained the entire concept related to this. Now, if everything is clear in your mind, you could have solved this question orally or by writing even less than half of what I have written. Okay. I am hopeful that Prajwal, Ajay, and Gitansh, three of you would have used a similar logic, similar concept. Probably you would have written less amount of things as compared to me, but I was explaining to all of you. That is why I have done this much amount of rough work. Okay. All right. So just working on concepts. And the answer for this question is 540. That is option C. Okay, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे मूव करते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. Read it, understand it, and participate by posting your answer. How many four-digit numbers are there for which the product of their digits is more than 2 but less than 7? Four-digit numbers, product should be more than 2 and less than 7. Quickly try to find out the answer of this question. Yes, any answer for this one? No answer till now. Okay, so we are talking about four-digit number. It is not mentioned that the digits will be distinct or not. Okay, such that the product of the digits is more than 2 but less than 7. So we may have different possibilities for the product of these four digits. The product should be more than 2. So the product can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, but it should be less than 7. So it can maximum be 6. So these are the four possibilities of the product of all the digits. Okay? Now I'm getting the answer. So one of the students has given the answer as 30, another has given answer as 34. Let's do the counting. Now if the product of the digits is given as 3, the digits can be 1, 1, 1, and 3 in any order. Okay. Now the product of four digits is 3. So the numbers can be 1, 1, 1, and 3 in any order. Now, if the product of the digits is 4, there can be two possibilities. The digits can be 1, 1, 1, 4, or it can be 1, 1, 2, and 2, right? If the product of the digits is 5, there is only one possibility, 1, 1, 1, and 5. And if it is 6, once again, there can be two possibilities, 1, 1, 1, 6, or it can be 1, 1, 2, and 3, right? Now, these are different cases that I have formed. Now, if the digits are 1, 1, 1, and 3, then I can say that the number of four-digit numbers that can be formed will be 4. I hope you will understand this. 3 can be the unit digit, or it can be the tens, or it can be hundreds, or it can be thousands. So, ये आया कैसे? It is like 4 factorial upon 3 factorial. A simple concept of PNC. Similarly here, 4 factorial upon 3 factorial. In this case, it will be 4 factorial upon 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay? 4 factorial upon 2 factorial, 2 factorial, it will be equal to 6. In this case, it will again be 4 factorial upon 3 factorial, that is 4, 4, and this is 4 factorial upon 2 factorial, that is 12. Now just add these numbers and you will get your answer. Okay, so 12 and 8, 20, 20 and 10 and 4. Okay, ये वाला number भी add करना है ना? हाँ. So if we'll add these numbers, come on, tell me what is the answer that you people are getting. Some of you are getting 30, some of you are getting 32, some of you are getting 34. So after adding all these numbers, the final answer will come out to be 34. ठीक है ना? ये वाले numbers add करने हैं 4, 4 and 6, 14, 18, 22, and 12, 34. So 34 will be the correct answer for this. All right, fine. So that was question number 2. I could see Aditya. Aditya is the only one who has given the answer, correct answer. But I'll appreciate the efforts of other students. They have given the close answers, very close answers. So 30 and 32, yes. So at least you have done something to find out these answers. Just keep it up and try to find out the right answers now. Next question, question number 3 on your screen. The question says that a circle is inscribed in a rhombus with diagonals 10 and 24 centimeters. The ratio of the area of circle to the area of rhombus is how much? So let me try and draw the figure. This is how the figure will look like, right? Wait, let me draw it once again. All right. So now you all can see this figure. Komal and Ajay have already given the answers. Nice, good. Chaliye. So enough of time has been given to all of you. Now let's talk about this. Now circle is inscribed in a rhombus with diagonals 10 centimeter and 24. So we have to find out the ratio of the area of the circle and the area of rhombus. Fine. Now I already have the data that using which I can find out the area of this rhombus. I just need to find out the radius of the circle so that I'll be able to find out the area of the circle. So first of all, the radius of the circle, right? Now I can say that if I'll draw the diameter of the circle, okay, if I draw the diameter of the circle, that will be the height of this rhombus. So if r is the radius, I can say that the height of this rhombus will be equal to 2r. Done? This is one thing. Okay. Now, next is the two diagonals are given as 10 centimeter and 24. I know that the point of intersection of diagonals is the midpoint of both the diagonals. So if I'll join this and this, which is half of the diagonals, so this point will be, this length will be 5 and this length will be 12. Also the diagonals meet at 90 degrees. That will give me the side of this rhombus. So 5, 12 and 13 using Pythagorean triplets, 5, 12 and 13 का एक Pythagorean triplet होता है. So the side of this rhombus will be equal to 13, right? So now I can say that area of the rhombus can be calculated, can be written in two forms. One of them is half into the product of diagonals, right? And the other one is the base multiplied by the height. Now base here is 13 multiplied by the height, I can write it as 2r. So using this, I'll be able to find out the value of r. Also, you could have calculated the value of r by calculating the altitude of this right angled triangle. ठीक है ना? इस right angled triangle का altitude calculate कर लो and you will get the value. So it will be 12 into 5 divided by 13. So solving whichever way you want to, the radius will come out to be 5 multiplied by 12 divided by 13. You can solve this equation or you can find out the altitude of right angled triangle in this figure. Both of them will give you the same answer. So radius kitna aa gaya? 60 upon 13. Fine. So now area of circle will be pi r square, pi 60 upon 13 square divided by the area of rhombus. The area of rhombus will be equal to 13 multiplied by 2r, यही यूज कर लेते हैं. So 13 multiplied by 2 multiplied by r, that is 60 upon 13. So 60 upon 13 once will get cancelled. Okay, so answer will be 2 cancel हो जाएगा. Okay, so 30 pi divided by 169. So 30 pi divided by 169 is the answer that I am getting after solving this. Let me check how many of you are getting the same answer. Gitansh, Prajwal, Ajay, and uh, Dharnish. So four of you have given the same answer. Komal, I hope you have got your mistake. So the correct answer will be option A, that is 30 pi divided by 169. Okay, that is option A. Done. So that is the question number 3. Let's move on to question number 4. This one is easy. Huh? Please don't make any mistake in this one. I want maximum number of students to give a correct answer for this question. The number of distinct real roots of the given equation. Okay, Dharnesh is the first one. Dharnesh, you are saying that the answer is option B. All right. Prajwal says 3, option C. Aditya, option C. Okay, चलिए solve करते हैं. I'll start by assuming the value of x plus 1 upon x as y. Doing the substitution, I'll get y square minus 5y plus 6 equal to 0. This is a quadratic. Splitting the middle terms, I'll get minus 2 minus 3. So the values of y will be equal to either 2 or 3. Very simple, straightforward up till now. Okay. So value of y is either 2 or 3. Now what is y? Y is x plus 1 upon x. So first of all, I'll pick up y is equal to 3. So x plus 1 upon x is equal to 3. This will turn out to be a quadratic, which will be x square minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Now is discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, greater than 0? Let's check it out. So b square minus 4ac, that is 9 minus 4, which is 5, is positive. So this equation will have two distinct real roots. So from this part, I've got two distinct real roots. Done. Now let's check it out. Y equal to 2, the second part. So that means x plus 1 upon x is equal to 2. Now without solving this, you all must know that x plus 1 upon x, if x is positive, the minimum value will be 2. And that happens only when x is equal to 1. Even if you'll solve it, you will get the same answer. So, if you will do cross multiplication, you will get x squared minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0, which is x minus 1 whole square, which is x equal to 1. That is a single root. So, x plus 1 upon x, the value will be 2 only for one value of x, that is x equal to 1. So, from here, I will get one real root. So, total number of distinct real roots for this equation will be 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay, so the correct answer will be option C, not option B or option D. Generally लोगों का आंसर option D आता है, 4 आता है. Okay, because in the second case when y is equal to 2, they generally make two cases, two different values of x. Okay, but there will be only one value of x from the second case. Okay, so answer for this question is 3. I hope everything is clear. There is no doubt in your mind. Everything was pretty straightforward. Answer is option C. Let's move on to question number 5. Now C1 and C2 are assumed to be two concentric circles such that the diameter of C1, guys, this is C1, okay? The diameter of C1 is 4 centimeters longer than that of C2. If a chord of C1 has length 12 centimeters and is tangent to C2, then the diameter of C1 is how much? Be careful, huh? Be careful about the values. Okay, Prajwal. So Prajwal has given an answer. Anyone else? Question number 5. Aditya, the same answer. So I've drawn two concentric circles as you can see. Okay, C1 and C2, such that the diameter of C1 is longer than C2, 4 centimeters longer than C2. So C1 will be the outer circle and C2 will be the inner circle. Okay. Now the diameter of C1 is 4 centimeter longer than that of C2. So I can say that if I look at the radius, the relation between the radius, so the radius of C1 will be 2 centimeters, not 4. Diameter is 4 centimeter longer, radius will be 2 centimeter longer, that is half of that. Right? So if the radius of C2 is R, then the radius of C1 will be equal to R plus 2. Okay. Now they are also telling that if a chord of C1 has length 12, so if a chord of C1 has length 12 and is also a tangent to C2, so we have to draw a line. Okay. We have to draw a line which is tangent to the inner circle and chord of the outer circle. So I'll draw it like this. Okay. So let's consider this is the chord of C1 and tangent of C2. Okay, right? Let's say this is point O. These are A, B, and C. Okay. Now if I join O and C, the length joining O and C is the radius of the inner circle, which is R. And this is the radius of the outer circle, that is R plus 2. Okay. Also because of the symmetry, since the length of the entire chord is given as 12, right? So the length of BC will be half of 12, that is 6. Okay. So this is a Pythagorean triplet, Pythagoras theorem apply kar sakte ho, and you can find out the value of R. So I can write 6 square plus R square is equal to R plus 2 whole square. So that is 36 plus R square. This will not even be a quadratic because R square will get cancelled. Okay. So R square plus 4R. So the value of 4R is equal to 32 and R is equal to 8. Okay. Once I've got the value of R, I can find out the radius of C1. So radius of C1 will be equal to R plus 2, that is 10, and diameter will be double of that, that is 20. Okay. So the correct answer of this question will be equal to 20. Prajwal, you were the fastest to give the answer. Okay, good. Other students have already also given the correct answers. And I could see that there are more than 20 students in this session, and only handful of students are replying with their answers. Does not matter for me, but it will matter for you. If you are not solving, you're not gaining anything. You're not learning anything. Okay, so once again, I'll give you a small suggestion. Please do solve these questions in the live format. Okay, do not worry about getting a wrong answer. Whatever answer you are getting, at least post it in the chat box. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is 20 centimeters. That is question number 5. Let's move on to our next question, question number 6. This is a lovely question. Let me see how many of you can give me a correct answer for this. Okay. So Ajay, given the answer. Simple question है. Now the problem with such type of questions is just by the look of this question, we decide that the question is difficult and we do not enter. Now, I always tell students while you are solving any mock or the actual examination, at least spend 30 seconds on a question before you decide whether you want to continue or not. Okay, now 30 seconds should not be only in reading. So once you have read, at least question को read करने में कितना time लगेगा? 10 seconds. Data given है, x plus 2 is given, minimum possible value of the expression we have to find out. Now, what I am saying is spend 30 seconds in simplifying this expression. So this is the expression that is given to you. 1096 multiplied by 1 plus 1 upon x, 1 plus 1 upon y. Okay. So 1296 is constant. I cannot minimize. I cannot change it. This is a constant. I'll open these brackets. I'll multiply them. So it will be 1 plus 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon xy. Okay. Which can further be written as 1296 multiplied by xy LCM area. So it will be xy plus x plus y plus 1. X plus y का value given here already 72. So I can substitute here 72 and 1 is equal to 1. So 72 plus 1 73. So 1296 bracket xy plus 73 upon xy. Okay. Now inside the bracket you can separate the numerators. So xy upon xy will be 1 and then 73 upon xy. Okay. Now we have to find out the minimum value of this expression. Minimum value. Now this expression will be minimum if the value of x into y. So I will copy it here. So my expression is 1296 bracket 1 plus 73 upon xy. Okay. Now this entire expression will assume its minimum value if the value of xy, the denominator here, will be maximum. Now I am given the value of x plus y is as 72 and I have to maximize the value of x multiply y. So maximum value of x into y क्या होगा? When x and y will be equal, a simple concept of arithmetic mean is greater than equal to geometric mean. So it will be 36 multiplied by 36. Okay. So x plus y जब equal होंगे, then x into y will be maximum. So 36 multiplied by 36. This will be the maximum value of x into y. ठीक है ना? So maximize कर दिया मैंने x into y को. So this expression will be minimum. Let's calculate the value. 36 into 36 is basically 1296. इसको solve करोगे, denominator में 1296 cancel out हो जाएगा. So 1296 plus 73. The answer will be 1369. So 1369, option A is the correct answer for this. I'll stay on the solution for a few seconds. Have a look at it. In case you have any doubt, any problem, please ask me. Plenty of you have already given a correct answer. ठीक चल रहा है सब कुछ? No problem. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Let's move on to question number 7. Wait. Before I move on to question number 7, just give me 1 second. Okay. So question number 7 on your screen now. 30 seconds is all you have to give the answer of this question. 30 seconds, come on, जल्दी से आंसर चाहिए मुझे. Let k be a constant. The equations kx plus 4y equal to 3 and 9x plus ky equal to 4 have a unique solution if and only if. Absolutely. Now, given two linear equations in two variables, the condition for unique solution is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. All right. This is the relation that we have. So k upon 9 will not be or should not be equal to 4 upon k. From here, I can say that k square cannot be equal to 36 or k cannot be equal to either 6 or minus 6. That means modulus k should not be equal to 6, which is option C, the correct answer. So k cannot be equal to 6 or minus 6, इनमें से कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता k. So I can say that modulus of k cannot be equal to 6. Option C is the correct answer for this. So one of easy questions out of these questions. Okay, chaliye. Let's move on and look at the next one, question number 8. Again, another question on geometry. Acha guys, one small request. Please do press the like button. I can see plenty of students. So if you're liking watching this session, please come on, hit the like button. Before you answer this question number 8, press the like button. Okay. The next question, you have to be very careful while drawing the figure of this. Okay. Now, AB is the diameter of a circle of radius 10. Let P and Q be the points on the circle so that the length of PB is 12 centimeters and the length of AP is 4 units more than the length of AQ. The line PQ intersects AB, then the length in centimeters of QB will be equal to how much? Okay, so I have drawn the figure, not complete figure. So I have drawn a circle of radius 10 centimeters such that AB is the diameter. So diameter AB will be equal to 20. ठीक है, चलो फर्स्ट आंसर आ गया मेरे पास धनीश का. ओके, so Dharanish has given an answer. Let's check if it is correct or not. So I'll wait for a few more students. Now I'll select point P on this circle such that length PB is 12 centimeters. So this length is 12 centimeters. Done. And the length of AP, चलो AP भी join कर देते हैं. Length of AP is 4 more than AQ. Now, where should I assume AQ as? So let's say if length of AQ is X, so length of AP will be X plus 4. That is pretty much clear. But point Q should be such that the line PQ intersects AB. So line PQ intersects AB. That means point Q should be on the other side of the circle. Okay, right? So length of AP is 4 more than the length of AQ. So length of AQ, if it is X, the length of AP is X plus 4. All right. Now they are asking us to find out the length of QB. So now in this entire question, Pythagorean triplets will play a huge role. So first of all, we know that the angle made by the diameter on the circle is always 90 degrees. So angle P and angle Q, both of them will be 90 degrees. So we are looking at two right angled triangles. Okay. Now looking at triangle number one. Wait, I'll use a different color now so that you don't have any confusion. So this is triangle number one. So in triangle number one, the perpendicular sides are 12, x plus 4, and the hypotenuse is 20. So hypotenuse is 20, one of the sides is 12. Okay, then this side will be equal to 16. You can use Pythagoras theorem and you will get this. 20 square minus 12 square. So 20 square is 400 minus 12 square is 144. I'm not writing all these things. At this position, we will not be writing all these things. You must know all of this. 12, 16 and 20 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay. So if x plus 4 is 16, the value of x will be equal to 12, as I have now written it in the circle. If x plus 4 is 16, x will be equal to 12. Now look at triangle number 2. So triangle number 2, one of the sides is 12. Let's assume the other side QB as any variable or not required, and the hypotenuse is 20. Right? So once again, you can apply the same Pythagorean triplet. This QB will be equal to 16. Okay, so the answer of this question should be option D, and that will be the correct answer for this question. Now, Nay, you are asking, sir, can't it be a rectangle? It can be a rectangle, but not necessarily. Okay, so you could have assumed Q at any point. Coincidentally, this is coming out to be a rectangle in which opposite sides are equal. Coincidentally, but ये हमेशा rectangle नहीं होगा. Okay, so it is clear that it is a rectangle now after we have got the values. But at the beginning, you cannot assume this figure to be a rectangle. Okay, right? So a rectangle should have all four angles to be 90 degrees. Opposite sides should be equal and parallel. So बहुत सारी properties होती है rectangle की. यहाँ पे सिर्फ opposite angles 90-90 के थे. So not necessary that this will be a rectangle. All right, fine. So Prajwal, Nay, I hope both of you are clear that not necessarily, not every time this figure will be a rectangle. Okay. All right. So the correct answer of this question will be option D, that is 16. Right? Okay. So friends, that was the last question for the day. Okay. So I will sign off with this in this lecture with some important piece of information that is for all of you. So guys, you can now unlock a free 3-day trial access for the portal of BYJU'S Exam Prep. You just have to visit our application, feed in your mobile number, and start your free trial. You can enroll in our CAT 2023 and other MBA entrance examinations test series. You can see all the things that will be available to you in this test series. Also, CAT 2022 toppers, this is the list, and you can be a part of this list for CAT 2023. Friends, those who are planning to take NMAT examination and want to be very familiar with the entire examination, so we are having an exam analysis of NMAT 2023 live by Gotham sir. So this exam analysis will be happening on 20th of August at 7 p.m. in which Gotham sir will be decoding NMAT 2023 with the detailed analysis, expected cutoff, and the strategy to crack this examination. So make sure that if you are taking NMAT examination, you must be a part of this session. Okay. Also, you can get up to 90% scholarship on all our CAT preparation programs by writing a scholarship test on 21st of August at 11 a.m. For this test, we will have to register. Okay, so make sure you register by visiting our application of BYJU'S Exam Prep and avail the scholarship. CAT 2023 crash course. You can join us live with for these 20 packed live sessions in which we are covering up the highly probable questions. So this series will be starting from 23rd of October, and almost on daily basis a session will be conducted live at 7 p.m. Also, the last All India Open Mock for CAT 2023 will be live from 27th of October up till 5th of November. Okay, so make sure that you should be registering. You will be registering for this test and taking this test for sure. Thank you, Nate. Thank you very much for such lovely comments. I just want your appreciation. That will keep me motivated. Okay, so you all can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Thank you for being a part of this session. We'll definitely see you again with the next session on the YouTube as well as the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Till then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye.